but it's not me, it's you. What you're turning into is some kind of something that I never knew. You used to be okay, and I liked you that way, but I don't think that I like you better. No, I don't think that I like you better.
Hey YouTube, just a quick video now to show the progress I've gotten done in the last week on my thesis. Let's see, I think I already did show. Let me hit the solo button. Bam. So I showed in my last video that I did a bunch of this texture stuff on Creed. I talked to my instructor, Chad Jazowski, today, and he was very happy with the texture and basically feels that this is a good level to bring Creed to. The thing is, I want him to be a sympathetic character. He needs to be a zombie. He needs to be scary, but he also needs to be, give the feeling that there's really a person in there, and he's, kind of this tragic but heroic figure. So it's pushed toward the zombie, but not too much. I think that's good. Of course, I'm going to do more with all this here. Basically, I used just kind of a meat texture to paint this in, so it gives a good appearance of muscle and fat in there. But of course, when I detail it, I'm going to add in bone here, and probably retexture quite a lot to really look how the muscles look under the skin, and do some work on getting the skin kind of around to be a little more frayed. Although when Anna Lynn works on him, she's the female character who brings him back from the dead. She's gonna have some of that cleaned up, or probably at least she would cut around some of the skin to make it a little bit cleaner, even though she's probably doesn't feel like there's a whole lot she can do for the wounds. Or maybe he's at a stage where she hasn't added more machinery to him, which we have in here at the moment. But anyway, so the next thing I did was created pants, shirt, and hat for him. I may need to, depending if I want to put pockets on the pants or not, and I'm not sure if I do, I may need to retopologize so that the topology is going straight like this. This kind of curvature really works for the body. That's a really good way to lay out the topology of the legs and how they branch off from the torso. But pants aren't really made that way. I mean, everything's kind of made straighter, so it may make sense to do that. Unfortunately, ZBrush and Maya have the tools to allow me to do that later if need be. But so yeah, I have done the hat, Western style shirt, and Western style pants, and that's how he's looking right here. That's part of the style I want as well. Normally there'd be, and I may at least put the buttons in. I'm not exactly sure how much I'm going to need to do, but there'll be buttons here and suspenders going up to hold this style of pants up, and then coming around this side. I'm going to have, he's going to be wearing a vest, and normally the suspenders would be under the vest, so I'm not sure if I need them or not for the look, if they would be showing it all. So the next things I need to do on him are the vest, coat, and boots. When I rig him, I'm actually wondering if I'm going to need to, for the rigged and animated version, if I'm actually going to need to remove a bunch of the body and basically just have the clothes be rigged, as well as the parts of the body that are showing. So that's one possibility. These are all considerations. Okay, so that's what I've done on Creed. I will bring up Anna and show what I've done on her. Alright, here's the mesmerizing and beautiful, sexy and intelligent Anna Lynn Boyd, the main female character of my thesis. And once again, these are here as kind of a modeled-in censorship thing on YouTube, because I don't know if they're going to approve of the artistic nudity here. Anyway, so I've done a lot of smoothing out of her texture on hands, feet. Just got under the neck earlier. That wasn't looking quite right. And there's still some areas that look kind of a little bit patchy, like here and around here, but And under the feet, I need to finish up, and probably I need to get the picture of her feet and project the pads of the toes and paint them on. But yeah, it's been quite a lot of work smoothing out her texture, as it generally is. I've done a bunch of work on the back of her legs here. I think that's looking pretty nice. I'm going to do more. I'm going to bring out this ridge here, bony ridge, bring out the scapulae a little bit more. At least define them a little bit more in here. So those are some of the sculpting details. But yeah, you can see that the texture is coming along nicely and smoothly, and I'm happy with that. And yeah, that's pretty much what I did this week. If you're wondering how this smoothing is done, without going into any detail, if anybody is curious about the detail, I'd be happy to do a little video showing, or I may do that at some point anyway. But basically, there's a lot of great tools here under texture. So there's this tool called Spotlight. Spotlight allows me to import a picture of something that I want to paint onto the person. So I'm basing her on an actual person, an actual model from the site 3D.sk. And I have, for this purpose, I got a lot of pictures of this particular model. And so then I'm able to choose like her belly or her feet or her face or whatever. I bring up that actual photo and align it with the model, and then I'm able to paint it right onto the model. And that's also why I get the patchy look that needs to be smoothed out.